All right, if you missed the 110 Nation Sports Show Wednesday night, you missed Mario and myself talking Cincinnati Reds. Am I, the anti-Cincinnati everything man, more excited about the Cincinnati Reds than the average Reds fan? Listen in to what we had to say.
I did post a video earlier today with the return of Joey Votto, one of Cincinnati's favorite players. I know I seen him play for the Dayton Dragons last year when he returned off injury. But ever since De La Cruz got promoted, I think there's something like 11 out of 13 games they have won. They're on a 10-game winning streak. For those that don't know, you really got to be living underneath the rock if you don't know who De La Cruz is. I got an opportunity for at least one season. It might have been longer. Watch him play for the Dayton Dragons. So I got an opportunity to see him play a lot before he got promoted up to the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, my Lord, they have been smoking hot. As much as I don't want to say that because I am anti-Cincinnati, everything being a Cleveland fan. And you know what really surprises me about it though, Mario? I don't think the Cincinnati fans have really gotten to the point where they're really hyped about this. Like, when the Bengals went on their little run, you started seeing Cincinnati Bengals stuff everywhere, and you had two teams. Well, we got two teams in Cleveland, but a lot of Cleveland fans are like mine. They kind of like me. They kind of ever since the name change, it's not been such a thing. But when the Bengals were on their run, like fans were all in. It was not like Cincinnati's been the Reds have been this horrible team. They just kind of been average. But oh my God, this run, I would have really thought I would start seeing, especially only being about 45 minutes to an hour north of Cincinnati in the Dayton area. I really thought I would see more Cincinnati, not only merchandise, but just more of a kind of a hype behind what's going on in Cincinnati. This is the longest win streak since 1957. Like, this is a pretty big deal for the Cincinnati Reds and what they're doing and the excitement around, and they're having fun doing this. And Cleveland just scored again, 4-3. Coming all the way from North Carolina. And unfortunately, Carolina never had a baseball team. There's been talks here and there trying to get a team there, but it's never worked. Is there much talk in the Carolinas about what Cincinnati is doing? Have you paid attention to what Cincinnati is doing?
Well, I can honestly say I've been paying attention to what Cincinnati's Reds been doing after this 11-game winning streak. I'll kind of follow Joe Votto's career. Even though he's an older player, so I've definitely been following him. And the reaction the other night when he got in the lineup and did what he did was good money. As far as coming in, getting a double, and then getting a home run, that was a good embrace. That was a good embrace the crowd done. So
Viking helmet and everything.
It all came out. But as far as the winning streak, it really is impressive. Football is king. And that obviously shows, because I would say if the Cincinnati Bengals is on a winning streak or doing something that haven't been done in a long time, of course the stands will be packed and the fans will be outside. But it really is good to see the Cincinnati Reds doing great within this winning streak.
I don't know if this is a product of the fact that it's a longer season. Like you said, if the Bengals would be having this kind of run, the stadium would be packed, and there would be Bengals fans everywhere. I had working at a Circle K in the Dayton area. We had the magazine come out. I don't know if they obviously that's selling Circle K in North Carolina, but all our Circle Ks, we had the Joey Burrow, the franchise. I don't know what the magazine was titled. It was like a $20 magazine, and I ended up getting 4 shipments of this magazine, $20 magazine, and we sold out of them every single time. Like, it was ridiculous. I don't know if it's a product of the fact that there's only 17 games, and they're more excited for the fact because the Bengals have done less. There's not a Super Bowl victory versus the Reds won. It's 162 games, and they have won the World Series.
Yeah.
So they're not holding on to something that may never happen versus the Bengals and their fans holding on to a Super Bowl that may never happen. I don't know, or a Super Bowl victory anyway. But it just blows my mind to the Bengals go on a couple game win streak, and I get tired. Every person who walks into my store, all I gotta do is hear that stupid who dey, all this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But you have Reds who's on a win streak that they've not had this long win streak since 1957. And ain't nobody even talking about the Reds. I've not had one single person have a conversation with me. I've had to bring up with one of my employees a conversation about the Reds, and it was a very short conversation. Outside of that, there's been no Reds conversation. That blows my mind. And I don't know if it blows my mind more that or what the Reds are doing, because it's like it's incredible what this run and just the spark of adding De La Cruz to it. I don't know if it's all him or if it's just coincidental. I mean, he's obviously playing phenomenal baseball and probably, if not one of the fastest players on the field. Just to watch what he has done and stealing the bases and the play where he should have been out at first and was able to beat the run. Just everything he's doing, it could be simply just what he's done in the spark. It has helped motivated the rest of the players, but it's just been a phenomenal thing to watch. And I cannot express how you feel about Dukes, how I feel about everything Cincinnati. Like, I do not, nothing. I choose not to have a Major League Baseball team because I refuse to cheer for a team that has changed the name from the Indians. I choose to just be a high Class A fan of the Dayton Dragons than even having a Major League Baseball team because I don't like the Cincinnati Reds. I'm the only person in my family that does not like the Cincinnati Bengals. I cannot stand the Cincinnati Bengals. And we're going to talk about that here in a second, talking about Cincinnati Bengals, Jamar Chase and his comments, and of course, Patrick Hu coming back at him. But it just blows my mind that as a anti-Cincinnati, and I'm keeping this clean because if you've ever seen my Facebook page, you know I call Cincinnati something else. It blows my mind that I am more impressed. I have more respect. I have more excitement about what the Reds are doing than I know of any Reds fan in this entire state.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel